What's going on, guys? Gomer's here, and it's here that I've been sitting in this chair being constantly brigaded on Twitch, twitch.tv/GomesDaLegend to be specific, with questions. What exactly do I do? I got the game, I opened my pre-order packs, what now? I have no money spent, yada yada yada. I need to get some good cards, how do I do it? Here is the definitive guide of what you should be doing. I need stubs, I need good cards, what do I do? Well, here you go. This is the definitive guide, what you should be doing right now in MLB The Show 22. Again, it comes out on Game Pass and official release on April 5th, which is going to be Tuesday, so midnight Monday, essentially, if you want to look at it like that. Leave a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. We're going to go in order because there is certain things better than others. Not all game modes are created equal. Baseball is coming. For Rays fans like myself and the other 9 out there that exist, there's a lot to be excited about. We signed 50-year-old Corey Kluber, and yeah, that's kind of it. The Blue Jays, the Yankees, and the Red Sox all got better. But that's besides the point. This is going to be a big year, and I have a big announcement. We are partnering with Underdog Fantasy this MLB season, and right now you can use code GOMES to get a deposit match of up to $100. So if you deposit $10, they match it, you get $20, and that's going to be great. They have so many fantastic offerings on their site. Right now you can enter into the Bunt Tournament. You pay $5 and you have a chance to win some huge cash prizes. Highly suggest that you guys do not miss this opportunity. It is a fantasy draft, but the fun thing is you draft your team and you don't have to go back in there each and every day. The best performers on your team, you'll automatically get credit for those points. So it makes it fun without being overbearing. You don't have to make it a second job for yourself. I also really like the Pick'em feature. It's coming when the baseball season starts, so you'll have chances to predict, I don't know how many hits is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. you're going to get, over under 3. There's going to be so many really good opportunities. If you guys are interested, again, use code GOMES. Deposit match of up to $100. I'm super stoked to be partnered with Underdog Fantasy this year, and I hope you guys are as well. Let's make some money. And that said, we're going to start out with none other than Ballplayer. We've talked about this. We have a couple videos on it. This is so good for so many reasons. You get yourself a great ball player that you can use in Diamond Dynasty. For some reason, it keeps replacing him with Jim Edmonds, who couldn't play shortstop in his wildest dreams. But there's Joe Random, and I'll show you guys the stats that we have on him. This is maybe 7-8 hours of grinding, and we already have 100 plus power, 80 plus contact, 85 speed. Fielding could use some work. 71's not great, but hey, I've used Joey Gallo at shortstop this year, and he's not made an error yet, so fielding might not matter this year. But ball player, highly suggested. Again, you get that card, which, again, this is very easy, monotonous, albeit, but come on, watch something. I know there's shows in your queue on Hulu or Netflix, so keep up on it, man. And we talked about yesterday the best build that you guys want to have in terms of progressing this. We are already through the main line, 100 points on this diamond archetype. So we've essentially maxed out this Road to the Show player. There's a few more things to do, but again, if you want to see a full video talking about that, it's on the channel. But you're going to want to go into Road to the Show. This is very key if you do have a next generation console, because you can go into Stadium Creator, download the GomesDaLegend as PSN, just type it in, blank canvas. It is Homer Haven, as we've named it on stream. Max elevation, the shortest possible wall height and distance, 270 and 2 feet respectively. So you are going to be smashing home runs. I suggest playing on about veteran difficulty. I've tried it. If you play on something like beginner, you could hit 5 home runs and only get about 350 XP, which still isn't bad. But if you hit 4 or 5 home runs on veteran, you get about 750. I've gotten up to 900. You get over 20k XP an hour through gameplay and more through the program. So go into Road to the Show, create one, make your ball player as exactly how you want him, and it's very simple. Veteran difficulty, play at Homer Haven or blank canvas again, and you are going to dominate and get through this so quickly. I highly suggest doing ball player. You're going to get a ton of stubs. I've pulled a 40k pair of cleats and a 30k Barry Bonds-esque elbow guard as well. So I've made a shit ton of stubs off that. So ball player, make sure and do it. The next step that I recommend is probably mini seasons. Again, all of this stuff is going to tie into the face of the franchise program, so you're essentially grinding for that on top of everything else. In mini seasons, I saw Scan's tweet where he earned about 100,000 XP through just one season of mini seasons. So that's 28 games and then the playoffs, which sounds like a decent amount, but again, you probably don't want to play this on that high of a difficulty, and here's why. All these missions are repeatable, but at the end here, you'll notice that you have this bonus, win 20 games while playing an All-Star. You get 3k XP, but that's pretty negligent, in my opinion. 35 extra base hits while playing on Hall of Fame. You are far better off, in my opinion, playing on something like veteran difficulty and getting everything else here, getting a ton of XP. You'll maybe lose out on like 6k, as you saw with the bonus goals there, but you're going to breeze through these games, get up by 3-4 runs, bunt through it, do it like you do Conquest on low difficulty, and it's going to be very quick. It will go by in no time. I believe it's fixed. These two games, I won, damn it. I did not lose on veteran. I did get credited for a loss, even though I won the game. I believe that it's been now fixed, so you should be ready to go and play mini seasons. You also get a free 89 overall Evan Longoria, who is not so good, unfortunately. But mini seasons is great. I highly suggest that you play that. Let's talk about specifically getting a couple cards. The prospect collection for this Adley Rutschman is very, very good. I think he's one of the best catchers in the game right now. I recommend him more than Mauer. I think he has better value. 90 and 91 contact, respectively. 80, 78 power against righties and lefties. 85 fielding, 85 arm, 54 speed, the switch hitting capability. This is probably a top 2 catcher in the game right now, and he's yours for not that much stubs. 25 prospect cards. A lot of these golds aren't going for a whole lot. 2,600, 2,500, so a bunch of these are quite cheap. A couple, such as this Austin Wells, is going for 37, but that's still not bad. So you can either go on the market after you've built up, played some ball player, got some stubs, and get this Adley Rutschman and have your catcher for at least a month, probably, maybe even longer. But further than that, if you want to tailor it to Conquest, you get hidden pack rewards. You get this 88 Mike Piazza, which kind of sucks. You get 2 catchers. I think Adley's certainly better. I don't know why they keep showing me tutorials, damn it. I skipped through them. Everybody's having this issue for some reason, and through this process, you're going to get a lot of these cards. The NL West, complete their strongholds, capture them. You're going to get to choose 2 of those players, 2 out of the 5. So you get 15. You only need to buy 10 at about 2,500 per. That's 25k, which you're more than going to earn in Conquest itself. So I think that's very good to do as well. Sim times are super fast this year in Conquest. It makes it go so much easier. I'll show you real time how fast this goes. It is lightning quick, even on last generation consoles. So Conquest is a good option as well for you. Then there's a bunch of other stuff that you can do with this Face of the Franchise program. So far, we're through the second choice pack. If you're getting these cards, sell them bad boys now. They're only going to tank in price. I don't care if more people are getting their hands on the game, which would essentially have more demand. Those people don't have pre-order packs. They don't have stubs out of the gate. So either they're going to buy them, but you have to think the people that buy stubs are probably going to pre-order the fucking game. So that's not really the demographic here. There's going to be a lot of people getting these choice packs, getting these sellable cards soon. So if you get up to there, sell them now. Otherwise, the different tasks that you have to do. March to October, we're going to do a full video on that. I think it's very intriguing this year. Showdown is going to get you 15,000 XP. That's always something good to play. Pretty easy. You face Emmanuel Clase, so stacked for lefties, playing on that. Otherwise, there's a bunch of moments that you can go ahead and play as well. The collection for the starter program, Babe Ruth, that's all going to get you great progress. But again, I highly suggest prioritizing things like the ball player program. That's the first thing you should be doing. You're going to see the most progress in the shortest amount of time. Mini seasons is great as well. Conquest, I'm liking how that projects this year. As far as playing online, ranked seasons maybe might not be it right now because there's not a bunch of great rewards. I think you're better off playing something like events because these cards are going to shoot up in price in the future. This Alfonso Soriano with Derek Jeter in the background of the card. Cheeky SGS. That's teaser number 6 that Derek Jeter is coming into the game. But anyway, this card isn't great. It's pretty solid. 87 overall. This Nolan Ryan isn't great. Decent, you know, it's not bad. 2 fastballs, a changeup, and a curveball. Nolan Ryan, typical. But as accurate as pissing with morning wood, that's what we come to expect from a Nolan Ryan card, right? But they are going to really go up in price because you can't earn these cards anymore after the event. So if you're looking for a long-term investment, that's something to do. There's also some packs, some XP that you're going to get here as well. 2,500 XP for 5 wins and start to get your bearings here on online gameplay. I think this is probably the best thing to play online currently, which I should probably stick to my own advice there. Maybe event stream is coming today, so stay tuned for that. But that's what I think as far as online play goes. Anything else that I want to talk about here that me think? Marketplace, I still think is going to be very weird. I think everything is going to gradually increase in price once the game is released to the masses on the 5th. Again, because these people aren't going to have stubs right as they enter. They're going to increase the demand, but they are not going to increase the quantity of cards put on the market. They are not going to be having a surge of Mike Trouts necessarily. So I think diamonds, low diamonds in particular, hold on to them. I do expect them to go up in price. One more thing I want to talk about as far as the Legends and Flashback collections, the cover athlete cards. These are going for $3,200. I'm expecting these are going to go up in price. Why? There's so many fan favorites from new legends, Joe Mauer, Ryan Howard. There's Ken Griffey Jr. There's Fernando Tatis Jr., Shohei Ohtani, and these are good cards. These are very solid options for your team right now going for $30K, and they hold value due to this Joe Mauer, which people are going to want to add to their squad. This is a decent investment. If nothing else, certainly do not sell what you have. I hate this Miguel Cabrera. He is a single machine in the worst way possible. His batting average is synonymous with his on base and his slug. I cannot do it with this card. You can hit a perfect fly ball, and it'll be a short dinker into center field. Terrible. Do not pick him. That's my biggest tip at launch for you guys right there. But I think that pretty much wraps up everything in a nice, tight little bow. What you should do right away in MLB The Show 22, what you should be prioritizing to make the most out of your time. Let's face it. People have jobs, people have school. You want to maximize the time that you have on the game, and here's the best way to do it. If you have any comments, I'll gladly answer them in the comment section below. Follow me on Twitter, twitch.tv/GomesDaLegend. Again, shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Code GOMES, deposit match up to $100. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. There goes out. Yeet.